Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about all of the clothing items that I've made. I'm going to do them in sections at a time. I'll start with shorts, then move on to tops, then short dresses, then long dresses. I'm going to go over each item individually. I'll tell you a little bit about the item, how often I wear it. I'll give it a rating out of 10, 10 being the best, and I'll tell you if I'd remake it if it was lost or stolen. Let's start with the item that I'm wearing right now. To give you an overall idea, most of these items are not rated a 10 out of 10, but this one is. I think this one's partially rated a 10 out of 10 because there's a little bit of sentimental value behind it. I self-drafted this dress for a friend who's newly pregnant, and I also made myself one. It's a purple linen dress, and I designed it to be nice and comfortable as her baby grows. I think one of my favorite parts about this dress is its twirl factor. It's got some pretty large gathers, so when you spin around in a circle, it makes like a huge twirl. I probably wear this one about once a week in the summer, and yes, I would definitely remake it if it was lost or stolen. Okay, let's get into shorts now. The first pair of shorts I have to show you are these bisque trousers. Let me start by saying I absolutely love this pattern. I actually created a tutorial so that you can follow along. Creating the pockets can be a little bit tricky, so if it's your first time making the bisque trousers or you're planning to make the bisque trousers, I would definitely recommend checking out the tutorial, and I'll link it up above for you. This pair is actually my second time making the bisque trousers. The first time I made a full-length pant. Unfortunately, I got ahead of myself and I didn't pre-wash the fabric, so they shrunk and they're too small now and they are on to a new home. But anyways, I love the pattern so much that I made these shorts, and you would think that after shrinking fabric I wouldn't do that again, but I actually didn't pre-wash this fabric either. It's kind of like a denim twill. It's like pretty soft and supple, but because of the type of fabric I didn't really expect that it was gonna wrinkle, and it's actually my major issue with these shorts. You can see that after putting them through the wash they wrinkle quite a lot, and that's just a huge bummer because I don't like wearing wrinkly clothes, but I also don't like owning high maintenance clothes, and I don't want to have to iron my shorts every time I pull them out, but such is life. When they're ironed, they're beautiful and I love them. I probably wear them about once a week, and I would rate them a 7 out of 10 because, again, like I said, I absolutely love the pattern, but they wrinkle and I hate that. If these were lost or stolen, I would absolutely remake them, except I would choose a different fabric. The next item I have is another pair of bisque trousers. These ones have super cute interior details, and I'm super proud of the stitching that I did on it. They're made out of a wool blend suiting, and they're really lightweight, so they're great for summer. I wear these multiple times per week, and I absolutely love them. I would give these a 9 out of 10. The reason they're not a 10 out of 10 is only because, as you can see here, I didn't make the channel quite large enough for the elastic to go through. It's an easy fix, I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But once they're fixed, they will definitely be a 10 out of 10 make, and I would absolutely make them again. The next pair of shorts are these worker trousers. Overall, I'm really proud of this make. I think that the stitching is done really well. It looks nice and professional, but I'm not super happy with the way that the pattern fits me. I don't know if it's the type of material that I used, but I've actually made this pattern multiple times and it's never quite worked for me. The first time I made them, the area up the butt was like really tight, but everything else seemed to fit okay. So I made a toile after that, and I made some adjustments to the pattern. Once the toile fit properly, this is what came of them. But I'm really not happy with the fit. They fit great standing up, but when I sit down they do this like weird bunching, and because it's a heavy denim it is really obvious that it's bunching, and I don't know, I just don't like the way that it looks. Truthfully, I only kept these around to show you in the video. I've literally worn them 0 times since making them, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago. I would give them a 3 out of 10. Even though I never wore them, they get a few points because I'm proud of like the stitching that I did on them and the whole process of making them, but I am really bummed with the final product and how it fits me. Unfortunately, I would not remake these if lost or stolen, and honestly, I won't be using this pattern again. I've essentially tried them 3 times already and they just don't fit me properly. That doesn't mean the pattern's bad by any means, it just doesn't fit my body. The next pair of shorts is the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans. I've made this pattern before in a full-length pant version and I absolutely love them, but again, I did not pre-wash the fabric, they shrunk, they do not fit me anymore, and I gifted them to a friend. I really like this pattern and the way that it fits, but while making them I actually made a mistake. I put fray check on the front of the shorts. You can see it right here, it totally stained. I had no idea that fray check stains, so bad on me, but I never even put a button on these shorts because I'm not gonna wear them with a stain on the front. Again, these are something that I kept around to show you for this video, but other than that, I really like them. Obviously, since the button's not on, they're not finished and I've never worn them. However, they're a great make. and they're probably like a 9 out of 10 for me. So I would absolutely remake them. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because there are so many other things to be making. Okay, now we're on to shirts. Here's the first shirt. This is a self-drafted crop top. I made this top as a fun palette cleanser and I like it quite a bit. I like the square neckline. I like how it fits. It's not really my style, but I whipped it together in like 30 minutes and it's good for lounging around the house or for working out in. I made it out of a stretchy cotton material and I probably wear it about once a week. I'd give this make like a 7 out of 10 because it gets quite a bit of wear, but I don't really love it. Like I said, it's not quite my personal style. So with that being said, I would not remake it if lost or stolen, but I do wear it a lot. This next item is a self-drafted tank top. It's made out of a stretchy rib knit material and I really love it. I probably wear this top multiple times a week because it's easy to throw on. I could wear it working out and overall it's just a really good basic. I do plan on making more of these in different colors and I'll be making a video about that as well. I probably would give this one a 9 out of 10 because it's a great style, it fits really well, it's very versatile, and I would absolutely remake it again. This next item I'm leaving on the hanger because it's got a lot of like ties and things and I don't really want to put it back. This one was self-drafted. It's a reversible top, so I can wear it on the black side or I can wear it on this like pinky side. It's made out of a linen material, but after putting it through the wash, the two linens shrunk at different rates, so it causes some like extra bunching, which I really don't love, and that essentially makes me not want to wear it, which is super unfortunate. I would give this a 6 out of 10. I do like the design a lot, but I didn't quite execute it properly because of the shrinkage issue. Yes, I would absolutely remake it if lost or stolen, and I should probably remake it anyway since I don't get a lot of wear out of this one. I think part of the issue too is that pink is like absolutely not my color. I only had this fabric because it was left over from a project that I did for someone else and I wanted to use the scraps, but what's the point in using the scraps if I'm not even gonna wear it because I don't like the color? With that being said, I did find that this shade of pink looks pretty good on my skin tone, so every once in a while I'll pull it out, but I don't really love it. This next top is beautiful. It's made out of satin, it's super drapey, it's a nice color, not to brag or anything, but it looks great on my skin tone. Overall, it's a great top. I pull this one out on occasion, but to be honest, I don't wear it super often. I don't know if other people have this issue, but essentially when I wear a bra, within like the first hour or two, I start getting really bad pain in this area here, and it causes me to not be able to lift my hands over my head because it's super uncomfortable. I get the same issue with this top. I have no idea why. It's a halter top. It doesn't even lay the same way that a bra would, so that's why it doesn't get a lot of wear. The make itself I would give a 9 out of 10 because I love it. I think it's beautiful. It fits really well. I love the way that it drapes, but again, I don't get a lot of wear out of it because of the discomfort on my neck and shoulder area. With all that being said, even though I love this piece, I would not remake it if it was lost or stolen. This baby's up next. This top is made out of a simple black cotton. It has a super poofy sleeve and elastic at the edge. It also has super long ties at the front, which can be tied in a knot or a bow. I found that I'm not really a bow person and I'd prefer to just tie them and let them hang. I think it's like fun and edgy. I self-drafted this top and I absolutely love it. It's probably my favorite draft ever. I wear this top quite often. I mostly wear it when I'm going out. It's not like a lounging around the house kind of top, but it's super comfortable and super cute. Most of the time I wear it without a bra, but sometimes I put like a cute lacy bodysuit underneath and I feel like that's banging, and I would 100% remake this if lost or stolen. This next item I didn't actually make. I only did the embroidery on it. I purchased this pullover secondhand from a local estate sale, and then I did a little chop chop here and I embroidered the front of it. These characters are the Japanese word intoku. Intoku means doing good secretly just because it's the right thing to do, and that's the name of my small business. With my small business, I sew clothes full time and I mostly do commission work. However, I'm moving soon and the place that I'm moving has a much higher cost of living, so I'm not sure that I'm going to continue my business, but if you want to see it, I'll put a link on the screen so that you can check out the Instagram page. Okay, on to dresses. This red dress I made for my birthday a while ago, but I decided the day before my birthday that I wanted to make it and wear it on my birthday. It was originally a full-length dress. When I made this, I was both in a rush and didn't have great pattern making skills, so I think I get an A for effort, but I do not wear this for a few reasons. On the back here, you can see that I didn't line up the seams properly, and when I drafted the pattern, it started like pointing at the back, so I hand stitched that pointy part down so that it's flat on the back side. I also made the skirt in one full panel with the seam at the back rather than seams at the side, and the way that I did the gathers makes it kind of weird at the sides. Like I said, this was originally a full-length dress, but I didn't take into account walking in a full-length dress, so I hadn't made a slit in it, and then because I didn't make a slit in it, I could move my feet like this, but I couldn't do full strides. This piece was great for pictures. I think I looked pretty banging in it. It was not great in practicality. I wore this pretty much a total of 0 times. I mean, I've worn it like once. After shortening it, I thought that I'd get more wear out of it, but I made it like a tiny bit too short, so I ended up just not wearing it at all. This dress gets a 6 out of 10 because the concept is totally there. I love the idea. I think if I executed it better now that I have a lot more pattern making skills, it would be fantastic and it would absolutely be something that I wear often. So if it was lost or stolen, I would definitely remake it, but I would do the pattern making from scratch. This next item is essentially one big tube. I had some leftover linen fabric and I had an inspiration photo that I was working off of, and I think because of the material, I didn't quite execute it the way I had anticipated. This is literally just one big tube with elastic at the top. There's a seam here down the center back, and that's pretty much it. During the summer, I probably wear it multiple times a week because it's perfect for lounging in the house in, but I don't really wear it out and about unless I'm mostly lounging in the house and I have to run one errand and I'm already wearing it. I'll wear it out, but it's not my favorite. So no, I wouldn't remake it if it was lost or stolen. The next dress is this super nice linen blend baby doll dress. Unfortunately, I made this dress far too short, so I cannot wear it out of the house or everyone would see my booty. However, it is amazing for lounging around the house in during the summer. So I probably wear it like 5 times a week during the summer. I'd give this an 8 out of 10. I would definitely remake it if lost or stolen, and I would make it like 2 inches longer so that I could wear it out of the house. This next item is actually the same as the dress that I'm wearing now, but it's made out of a cotton material that attracts all of the lint, which means I don't get much wear out of it because I would have to be lint rolling it literally like every hour if I wanted it to look nice. It gets an 8 out of 10 because I love the design, even though I don't get enough wear out of it. I would absolutely remake this if lost or stolen, but definitely in a different fabric. This next one is a long linen slip dress with a slit up the front. It's made in the same material as the dress that I'm wearing right now. I have a sew along for this dress that I'll link on the screen. It's made based on a tutorial from the Essentials Club, and I'll have her video linked down below for you. This dress is great for when it's hot out since it's made out of linen, and I probably wear it once a week during the summer. I would give this make a 9 out of 10, and I would absolutely remake it if lost or stolen. This next dress is a simple black dress. This one is also made out of linen blend, so it's great for the summer. Just like the last dress, I probably wear it about once a week. It gets a 9 out of 10, and I would definitely remake it if lost or stolen. Okay, we're finally to the last item, and it is this black dress. It's made out of the same material as the last dress, and I use the same self-drafted design from the black dress that I wear around the house and is too short for me. This dress doesn't get a lot of wear outside of the house because some reason the pockets inside of this dress cause it to be pointy on the sides. Not really sure why that happened or how to fix it, but this dress has become a wear around the house dress. I wear it about once a week. It gets a 6 out of 10 since it doesn't get anywhere outside of the house, and I probably wouldn't remake it if lost or stolen. It's pretty interesting to see all of my makes organized on one rack because there are definitely trends, and these are trends that weren't in my wardrobe before making my own clothes. One of those trends is wearing a lot of linen. I don't think I ever owned a linen piece prior to making my own clothes, and then after becoming part of the sewing community, everyone always raved about linen, so I started making things out of linen and I absolutely love it. Most of the linen that I use is a linen blend. For whatever reason, I found that the linen blends don't wrinkle the same way normal linen does, which I prefer because I don't really like wearing things that are wrinkly, but this material, like everyone says, is fantastic for when it's warm out. The next thing that's kind of weird is that before I started sewing, I didn't wear dresses like pretty much at all. I maybe owned one occasion dress before, but since starting to sew, I found that I wear dresses like all of the time. I also noticed that I have quite a few pair of shorts, but I don't have any pants on this rack. I have made pants before. I've made the Persephone pants, I've made the bisque trousers, I've made the Dawn jeans. All of those have been passed on to new homes because they don't fit me for one reason or another. But with that being said, I absolutely love making pants, which is weird because that's not really reflected in my wardrobe. However, I do have a lot of plans to make pants in the future. I just purchased the new Helen jeans by Anna Allen and I'm super excited to sew those up. I'll probably do a tutorial for YouTube, so stick around if you want to watch that. I also plan to make more Dawn jeans, more Persephone pants, more bisque trousers, so I have grand plans for pants, but I just haven't had enough time to make them yet. Another trend you'll notice is that a lot of these items, like, they're not winners. Most of them came in under a 10, except for this dress, which again, I think a huge part of the reason this dress is a 10 is because it has sentimental value. But with that being said, sewing is a journey. You aren't always gonna make things that are perfect, and you're gonna learn a lot in the process. I pretty much started making garments at the beginning of the pandemic, and I went full force into it, as I'm sure many of us did during lockdown. Since opening my business, I've made hundreds and hundreds of garments, and I've learned so much through this whole process. I think one of my biggest takeaways is that it's not actually the designing that I love, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love to like dream up clothes, but the actual pattern drafting and things, it's not like totally my forte, I guess probably because I didn't go to school for it or anything, but I love the making process. I could make clothes for hours and hours, and actually I do. It's been my full-time job for an entire year now, and I love it. But like I said before, I'm moving soon, and I'm really excited for this transition of probably getting like a normal full-time job and then just starting to make things for myself, especially now that I have all of these skills from making hundreds of garments. So I can make myself the perfect wardrobe, and I can document the whole experience on YouTube. So that's kind of the rough plan. I hope that all my thoughts came together cohesively. Also, if at any point in time I didn't mention a pattern, it's because it was self-drafted. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I know it was a long one, but I appreciate you. I hope that you stick around, and I'll see you next time.